Hello, we are live. How is everybody doing tonight? Hope y'all are having a good night and a good holiday season. Let me do a couple of shout outs here and then I'll bring on tonight's panel and we'll dive right into it. What's up, Chris? How are you doing? Heading out to check out the new SND. And all right, cool. What's up, Sean? What's up, Views Parallax? How are you? We've got Hymns Are Beautiful here with us tonight. We've got Richard Skarinki here with us tonight. We've got El Chuy Gringo. What's up, Chewy? How you doing, sir? Hope everybody's doing good. We've got Sam with us tonight. How you doing, Sam? Happy holidays. All right. Well, I'm going to bring on tonight's panel, and we're going to dive right in. We've got some big topic to discuss tonight. What's up, Derek? How are you? Happy holidays, sir. Joining me tonight, also a fellow sweater wearer. We've got Swaggy. What's up, Swag? Yes, you're all dressed appropriately. As am I. I've got my Leatherface holiday sweater on.
Oh wow, yeah.
You're rocking a holiday sweater. How you doing, man?
Great. You have me beat. Mine's just flat like a Christmas sweater. There's nothing Halloween. There's nothing like that on there. It's very boring.
Well, I do hope you have a holiday edition of A Moment of Swag all locked and loaded for us tonight.
Yeah, yes. Thank you for having me on, Piss. Yeah. I did come prepared. Sorry I missed last month. I
That's
wouldn't
okay.
say it's a holiday related, but it is a moment of swag. So
Okay. I'm sure it can be applied to the holidays, though.
year round, absolutely,
Wonderful.
absolutely.
Wonderful. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it, Swaggy.
Thanks for having me.
Also joining me tonight, this fella, he's pretty swaggy in and of himself. He brings a tallness to the swag, though. He has to get his swag from the big and tall store. And that's Chris. How are you doing, Chris?
Doing good. My gig line's a mile long.
I believe it. You know that you've got to put extra special care into that gig line to keep it straight.
Exactly.
You know? So how you doing, man?
Doing good. How's everybody doing?
Good. Has any of the Christmas weather kind of floated down into Texas yet?
Off and on. It's pretty cold in the morning sometimes. It'll drop down to like 50. We've had like 40s some mornings, and then back up to like 70 during the day.
Okay.
So technically early winter for Texas.
Okay. So a jacket weather, at least a long sleeve shirt.
Yeah, exactly.
But by the end of the day, you got to roll the sleeves up. I know how that goes. But good to see you, man. Hope you've been well.
Oh yeah.
Also joining me tonight from the Flesh Wound Features YouTube channel, Dan. How you doing, Dan?
Hey, Piz. I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing great, man. How's your holiday going so far?
It's going well. It's going by fast, though.
Extremely fast. We're about 14 days away now.
Mm-hmm. So 2 weeks.
Ooh, getting down to the nitty gritty. Have you guys all got your shopping done?
Pretty much. Couple little things as always.
Okay. Get right down to the wire. But thank you guys for being here tonight. I appreciate it. Well, hey, have you guys seen anything good lately? Let me start with you, Dan. Dan, I know you just returned from seeing a very seasonally appropriate film.
Yeah, I just got back from the Silent Night, Deadly Night remake. I got the tin. Sorry for the... Yeah. So that was cool. And I liked it. I think it's very different, but there's still callbacks to the original film and 2. So I think it'll satisfy fans while doing something totally different. And a little more grounded than I thought in terms of the kills. They didn't go the Terrifier route, which I thought they might, coming from this the studio. And yeah, actually, it's a lot of fun. I think Rowan Campbell. Everybody knows I'm not a big Halloween Ends guy, but he is a very good actor, and I think this one kind of makes up for Halloween Ends. He's very, very good.
Okay. So are you telling me there's a Garbage Day reference?
Ooh, do you want me to spoil that one?
Well, if you mentioned S&D and 2, I mean,
Mhm.
got to be a Garbage Day reference in there somewhere.
I think you'd be pleased.
They'd be remiss if they didn't throw in
Yeah.
a Garbage Day reference. Really, really. So
Yeah, it's different. I liked it. I mean, the story unfolds in a very different way. It's a different Billy.
mhm.
I don't think anybody would be too disappointed when you look at the franchise. I mean, it certainly goes places that you would never expect from
No,
movie to movie, anyways.
no body horror in this one. No android sons
Mhm.
running around. No.
No androids. No
Oh no.
androids. But I think watch the first two movies. You'll be happy. You'll be
Okay.
happy.
Okay. Well, I had the director of the film on
Mhm.
for a Bloodstream recently, and I told him that what I had gleaned from what little I'd seen of the movie was that it looked more to me like a revenge kind of movie as opposed to a straight up slasher movie. And he was like, "You're not far from the truth." So
Yeah.
and that could be fun, make Billy an anti-hero instead of like a sympathetic slasher and
They're-
turn him loose with an axe.
the setup's very similar, but yeah, he's a more complicated character.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Well, interesting. I'm going to have to make I don't know how I'm going to get to see it. The only two theaters that are playing it near me are like 2 hours away, and they're only playing it at like 8 and 10:30 at night. And I assume that's because it's unrated. I even asked Mike, I was like, it's going out unrated. Do you think that's going to be an issue? And it definitely, if anybody in my area wants to see it, they're going to have to travel, and they're going to have to, no matinees.
That
So
sucks.
yeah.
5 o'clock showing for me, and I could have sworn it was R-rated, but yeah, no, that sucks. Hopefully you'll get to see it, but I know Jeremy's got the 8 o'clock, so
I know.
Mhm.
Yeah, Jeremy wanted to see it too. I've not told him that, I don't think anything's going to keep him beyond that 8 o'clock bedtime. So even Silent Night, Deadly Night, but well.
yeah.
I'm hoping I'm guessing maybe the plan is to get it on VOD before Christmas. That kind of makes sense that they would do that, but I mean, who knows?
Yeah, maybe Christmas Eve or something for that one.
I think that would make sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it gets Dan's thumbs up.
There is a club scene that is quite crazy.
Okay. Interesting. Cool. Swaggy, have you seen anything good lately?
Man, I was gonna say I did watch the Frankenstein movie. I know that's you probably talked about that last month, but I did get to check that out on Netflix, and well made. I thought the gentleman that played the monster was really good.
Mm-hmm.
I like some aspects of it, but man, it's a little bit too long. I also watched the last Mission Impossible movie. That movie was like 2 hours and 30 minutes. As much as you like that stuff, eventually you kind of, I don't know, you just kind of lose interest at parts. It's tough to keep your attention for that long. But I thought overall, well-made movie. Is it something I'd rewatch? Nah, not really.
Okay.
Maybe I'm just used to the Hammer stuff, the classic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it's worth a watch. Definitely, the director is very talented. Y'all know that.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Did any of you guys get to see Sayara yet from John Evernall, the director of Baskin.
Mm-mm.
High recommendation if you like revenge movies.
Oh, okay.
One of the best endings I have seen in a long time. It sticks the landing hard. But
What's that on?
I think you've got it, Swaggy. It's God, I can't remember where it's streaming right now, but yeah, Sayara. It's if you saw Baskin, it's a very different movie, but it is a revenge movie that is not afraid to go to ugly places. The actions off the charts. It's not going to make you feel very good because the person taking the revenge is quite flawed herself. But it's a powerful movie. Sayara, Sayara. If you get a chance, check it out. It is not Americanized at all. It is very heavy, and I love the fight choreography. It's really good.
Very cool. Yeah, awesome. And speaking of revenge, Sisu 2 it's out now, isn't it?
Yeah, actually, I think that's coming to VOD soon as well.
Sweet. I love the first Sisu, so I mean, I definitely will watch this one for sure.
Yeah.
So, Chris, have you seen anything good lately?
Oh, yeah. I did. Speaking of revenge, I did see the whole bloody affair in theaters. That was the Kill Bill 1 and 2 combined with extra scenes.
Okay.
Yeah, really good. So I actually saw Kill Bill back in theaters when it first released. That was the first Tarantino movie I ever saw.
Okay.
I just went to it randomly. It's like, oh, it was great. I loved it. So with this viewing, it's the movie I've seen the most in theaters, like multiple times.
Okay.
Kill Bill.
Okay. I'm sure surely they did like an intermission in the middle, right?
Yeah,
okay.
like 20-minute intermission.
Okay. That's definitely needed. That's a bladder buster
it is.
without an intermission. Goodness gracious. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen Kill Bill, but I saw them back in theaters way back in the day when you had to see them separately,
Yes.
1 and 2. So yeah.
Man, Uma Thurman back in the day. Whew,
oh yes,
something.
Her daughter looks just like her.
She does. Yeah. Yeah. She's got just a little, you can see a little bit of Ethan Hawke in there, but it's like, if you put her in a lineup, like you'd go, oh yeah, that's Ethan Hawke. And even if you didn't know, you'd go, yeah, that's Uma Thurman's daughter for sure. Yeah. So, you've seen it 3 times.
So yeah, I saw it 3 times in theaters originally, and then this one makes a 4th time.
Man. Okay. So you're a big Kill Bill fan.
I did, because it was at the perfect time for me to see this. Never seen a Tarantino film before, as well as that was like the peak time period for me being in the anime shit. So the anime scene in the middle is like, oh my god, it's amazing. So it made me really want to see it. So yeah, that one. And second place for most times saw in theater would be Scott Pilgrim.
Okay. Well, I'm boycotting Quentin Tarantino after his vicious remarks about Paul Dano. I mean, my goodness. Paul Dano is a generational talent. And Tarantino, I don't know, man.
What did he say that was so bad about him? I keep seeing that, but I just
said that he was like the worst actor in SAG, and that he just went on a big diatribe, just destroying like
is there like
out of the blue he just starts burying Paul Dano, like viciously burying him. Totally unprovoked. Yeah.
Like, is it based on a performance that he did? I mean, because I
There will
thought
be
he was
blood.
pretty good. I mean,
Yeah,
There will be blood.
Yeah, but he just not a Paul Dano fan. So
I thought he was a bit harsh. I was saying on our show, like, I think Paul Dano does comedy and creepy perverts very well. Like, I wouldn't cast him as anything. He's not one of those chameleon actors, but I think he's talented. And Matthew Lillard may not get the roles, but Matthew Lillard can act. Like, he's one of those guys. I feel like you give him something really meaty, he will deliver. So I don't know. Lillard, I thought, was kind of
that was even more left field that he would like where Matthew Lillard, like where
Yeah.
are you just pulling, like, I don't know, like what
Lillard
about
can
Matthew
do
Lillard
other
pissed you off?
things.
Yeah, well, and Lillard's a really good director. He directed a movie called Fat Kid Rules the World, which was really good. I'm surprised he's not directed again or directed more. But
he's had a weird career. I don't know if just people are like, we see you as the Scream guy and Shaggy, and they just won't give him, but he also did, Salt Lake City Punk. And
that I love SLC Punk. Yeah.
And that's one of his early movies too. So like him doing Shaggy is not typecasting him. He just fit a role very well and did it.
Yeah.
That's his
a great
job.
Shaggy. Yeah.
It's amazing Shaggy.
Yeah. Like, I don't like, how did just out of the blue, he's bearing Paul Dano, and even more out of the left field, he brings Matthew Lillard into it. Like, man, what? I don't know. Tarantino just woke up on the wrong side of the bed before he went on that.
Or he
that
saw
Bret
an
Easton
early
Ellis
screening of Scream 7.
That's a possibility too.
Yeah. He's like,
That's
you know what? I'm done.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, if he really wanted, he should have been like, I can't believe they brought him back in Scream 7. Now that would have lit the internet on fire. He could have just been trolling, and that still would have lit the internet on fire. That would have got him more hate than anything you said about Paul Dano. You know what I mean?
I can't believe he didn't die.
Yeah. Oh my God, that would have been so funny.
Bringing up other Lillard roles. I liked him also in 13 Ghosts.
Yeah. He's always good. I mean, like, I'm not saying every movie he does is good, but he's never the problem, even in a bad movie.
No, he's not.
Yeah, for sure. Gosh, that was just so hilarious. There's a photo floating around of Paul. It's like some kind of red carpet premiere, and Paul Dano's being interviewed, and in the background is Tarantino just staring bullets into him. Like it almost looks like it's Photoshop, but it's not. But it's Tarantino just looking right at Paul Dano, like, giving him that, like, staring daggers into him.
I just want to picture now, like, Tarantino goes everywhere. Like, he gets his Egg McMuffin from McDonald's, and it's like, this is the most subpar Egg McMuffin I've ever had, and then just, like, drives off.
Yeah, I mean, like, Carpenter's getting a little, Carpenter's been surly. I think he's getting more and more surly into his older years. Maybe that arc is just happening a lot sooner for Tarantino. So, like, in 10 years, Tarantino's going to be like, yeah, Kubrick, total hack. Spielberg,
what'd he ever do?
Yeah, what did he do?
Grumpy Old Men reboot with Tarantino and Carpenter.
Oh, I'd love that.
There you go.
The two of them just tearing each other apart. You know what I mean?
Tarantino just wants to tell him about this Filipino women in prison movie, and he's trying to play video games. I told you to shut up. Just perfect. Odd Couple, maybe. Go that route.
That would be great. I would love that so much. Oh, Lord. Oh, man. Oh, goodness. Well, Christmas is right around the corner, you guys. Let me ask everybody in the chat, too. Are you guys ready for Christmas? Have you got your Christmas shopping done? Have you got your decorating finished? Are Swaggy, are you ready for Christmas?
I'm horrible about decorating. I live alone, so I don't have anybody pushing that on me. I have Christmas lights. I haven't even hung them outside yet.
Okay.
I'll put up a little tree, but I don't go overboard for that stuff. The shopping, now I just basically order almost everything online now. So,
yeah.
It's halfway done, but I'm not going to be rushed. I'm good.
Yeah, I feel you. What about you, Chris?
Shopping's done. Decorating's pretty much done. I decorated the outside already. And then just need to put some decorations in the tree that I already have set up. I'm good.
Cool. And shopping's all done?
Oh, yeah. It's all online as well. Me and Sam kind of do stuff early. So we kind of like, oh, hey, this looks nice, and get it months in advance and put it aside.
Very cool.
Yeah, don't do that crazy Black Friday does. I think the Black Friday is not as crazy as it used to be.
It's not. It's not even. Yeah, it's a totally different thing now. Black Friday starts on Thursday. It runs through the whole weekend. It's
and it's mainly online nowadays. People have 24-hour stores. It's all just kind of casually walking around. Like back in my day, people get stabbed for TV.
Exactly. Yeah. And I mean, Cyber Monday is just an extra day of Black Friday on top of that too, really. So yeah.
Did any of you guys notice Cyber Monday ended, and I feel like Amazon had better deals after? Like, there's been some crazy 4K deals. I think I got like Face Off for $12.
Wow.
Ronin on 4K for $12. Like, the better deals came after Cyber Monday ended. I don't think it's for us anymore.
Yeah, I posted the Silver Bullet Scream Factory 4K is like 56 or something % off. It's like $12 too, I think. So yeah.
And a movie about Coors Light.
Coors Light? Oh,
okay. Coors Light.
Took me a second to get that. So Dan, you're ready to rock and roll for Christmas?
Oh yeah, Winter Wonderland on the inside. I didn't do quite as much on the outside, but I've got a new cat, so I've been busy with her.
Okay, what kind of cat are we talking about here? Or is this a rescue or what?
Rescue cat. First one in my life that is like a black cat, totally black cat.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, she's sweet and she's settling in. So yeah,
that's good. That's very cool. Yeah, black cats are cool. I've had one for, gosh, she's still like, I still think of her as like a kitten, but I mean she's, I've had her for at least 10 years at this point, maybe longer. But she's a feisty little thing. She's still got some fair. I had to catch her in the wild, and that wasn't easy. She's still got a little feral cat in her, even after all these years.
They settle in pretty good once they realize they're not going to have to be cold anymore. But yeah, sometimes it takes about a month or so.
Yeah She it's funny because she's very skittish around Jeremy, because Jeremy's hyper, and every now and again he would catch her and he'd bring her to me like, hey, look who I caught. And she would just be limp in his arms because she's like, he's got me. But he's not been able to do that in a long time. But he caught her a few times, which I thought was kind of, you've got some lightning fast reflexes to catch her. But she's she hears him coming and she's like, she's gone. It's funny because he'd just bring her to me, be like, look what I found, she'd just be limp in his arms. Of course, Hemingway just lays there, he's so used to Jeremy at this point. But yeah, Johanna's still skittish. She's still got a little bit of that feral cat in her. So yeah. Well, you know what? The holidays are here. We've been talking about it. I think it's time for a holiday edition of A Moment of Swag. What do you got for us, Swaggy?
Oh man, thank you, Piz. I appreciate it. So just something real quick. If you've ever put on a dress shirt and your collar over time, it starts to show some wear and tear on here. I'm trying to make it look good on the camera, but your collar will slowly kind of bend up like that. They make something just for that. It's called a collar stay. So they're little pieces like this. You got metal ones. You got little plastic ones that you could put in. But if you flip the collar over on the inside, there's actually a little sleeve right here. So you slide that down, flip that over, and now your collar is sharp and crisp, and you can't see it from the outside. So it gives you a good polished look, So it's just something, to think of. If you have a lot of dress shirts, these little collar stays, they're very cheap, but just a little something to kind of give you a little extra bonus there, a little extra shine to your outfit.
I had no idea that those existed. And people are going to be wearing dress shirts to holiday events, to Christmas dinners, and you don't want to be the person with like the dog-eared collars. So that's Swaggy coming through with the knowledge again.
if you're going to dress up, you got to go all the way. You know, you can't just half that. My dad used to say, it looks like you just got off, you know, you just woke up and you just dressed and came out here. You know, this will help you out.
Very nicely done, Swaggy. Another
Thanks,
masterful moment of swag, man. Damn. But listen, you're bringing knowledge out there to people. Like I didn't even know those existed. So, Swag, you're just the man.
Thanks for giving me a platform, Piz.
Well, look, people need this kind of information, and this is where it's at. You know.
Oh, and yes, I appreciate Tall Chris with the shout out last time. He threw out my Instagram. That made me laugh. I appreciate it.
Gotta have some gotta represent, even though you're not here, man.
Exactly.
What's up, Christian? How you doing tonight, man? Yeah, Hemingway's kind of like he'll be laying there just letting you do whatever, and then just bam, he'll just start, and he doesn't just hit you once. He'll do the pow, 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 pow. And he's big, and like he can get some muscle into that thing. So he whacks you hard. And he likes to he'll bite you sometimes too. So, you know, most of the time he's just a big oaf, but occasionally he gets feisty, and he was feeling feisty that night. He was swiping at the camera. So but
are you done with your shopping, Piz?
For the most part, I think I need just a couple of stocking stuffery things, mostly just like candy and snacks and like a gift card, and I'm done.
Yeah, we tend to put in our stockings, we get like candy, and we get a lotto ticket. We get a scratch off in there.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I've gotten those. I've never done those, but I've gotten those in the past. The scratch off stocking stuffer. Yeah.
That, and you get like a really good chocolate bar, you know.
Of course. I like to go with like Cowtails, you know, a couple of Slim Jims, you know, some good stuff like that. So, but Christian, hope you're having a good holiday season, man. What's up, Punisher Batman fan? How you doing, sir? Yes, we went to Five Below not long ago, but they really didn't have a whole lot of good holiday stuff out, and they were packed. I mean, like they were packed in there, so we didn't stay very long. But well, let's get into some topics here, because you know the big one, of course, recently is this Netflix buying Warner Brothers for how many billions of dollars was it?
82.7 billion.
They've got 82.7 billion, but they complained that we shared our logins with our mothers. You know,
well, that's how they could afford it.
Yeah,
cut whenever they cut back on that. They it saved a lot of money.
It's like suddenly, oh my god, I got this money, I can buy another company.
Now we can buy Warner Brothers once they eventually topple over, and then of course, you know, now Paramount's back into it. They've got like this. They've created this conglomeration. They're going to try and a hostile takeover bid or whatever. It's just turned into this out and out battle, and it's going to have potentially huge implications on just cinema, on physical media, et cetera, et cetera. And but what I think is kind of lost in the sauce is like Warner Brothers is dead.
Yeah.
And there are so many movies from my youth that I watched over and over again that began with that Warner Brothers logo.
Yeah.
And just to think that they're dead now. I mean, The Shining, The Lost Boys, True Romance,
Countless.
You know, just so many great movies. And I compiled a list. Here's just some of the IPs that are going to be affected in this deal. We're talking about the Conjuring universe, which is huge, the DC universe, Final Destination, Stephen King's It, Beetlejuice, The Evil Dead, Gremlins, A Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, and that's barely even scratching the surface. And if Netflix wins, we all know, the CEO, the co-CEO of Netflix has made it loud and clear. He believes that people want to watch movies in their homes. People don't want to go to the theaters anymore. So, and I think it was either him or the other co-CEO said, oh, well, there's the theatrical window, which is already pretty truncated to begin with. It's too long. So we're either going to have movies that come out in theaters for 2 weeks and then they're gone, or movies that just don't come out in theaters at all if Netflix takes over. And just, again, all that IP that's going to be locked behind Netflix's paywall that will probably never get another physical media release again. Yeah. And that Netflix prices will go up significantly if that deal goes through.
Yeah.
Significantly.
Netflix is going to be a cable bill before.
Yes. Netflix will be a cable bill for sure.
Yeah.
Yes. Big time. But then Paramount they've come in with a hostile $100 and something billion bid. But I think there's also maybe there's issues with both sides, at least, according to social media. But let me get everybody in the chat, sound off. Let us know what your thoughts on this whole thing is, and who do you want to win? We might be in an Alien versus Predator
good
scenario here. Whoever wins, we lose. You know what I mean? So I don't know. But Dan, let me start with you. Make some sense out of this whole thing. Is there a light at the end of the tunnel? Are we all screwed?
I mean, the only good thing would be if Warner ran independently, and that doesn't look like that's going to happen. I mean, look, Warner has dropped the ball on a lot. They haven't fully utilized their IP, which is, as you already mentioned, like very rich. I mean, they have the rights to so many great things. The reality is, irregardless of what BS they're spewing, theatrical, if you still enjoy the theatrical experience, which I think for any negatives you can say about that, like, it's it's just a part of who we are for a century, having that communal experience with an audience to see these movies on the big screen is just different. I don't care how good your home setup is. It's a different experience. And I see absolutely no long-term plans for Netflix to expand theatrical releases. You might get a couple little things, like, I know people are like, but Frankenstein's coming out on physical. I bet that has something to do with Del Toro and probably the deal that they made.
Yeah.
So
sure.
I would not have great hopes for that. They'll release these movies in, a handful of theaters to have Oscar contention, and that's it. I know there's a lot of politics involved in the whole thing too. But setting that aside, because I don't think it really matters as much as people think, I would rather Paramount get it, because that's much better news when it comes to physical's gone under Netflix. How many? They didn't even put out all of Stranger Things, and that's a cultural phenomenon. They stopped at season 2.
They had like 2 seasons, I think, only on
two seasons, and that's a cultural phenomenon. That show is huge. So I mean, Paramount, there's at least some hope for theatrical and physical media. And look, I know some people are concerned about like CNN and all of that stuff. The sad reality is cable news is just about dead, and not just CNN. Some are dying slower than others, but whether you're a CNN person, a Fox News person, MSNBC person, it's all
MS Now.
Huh?
It's MS Now. NBC dropped it.
MS Now, yeah.
I didn't
it's all dying.
Yeah, it's all dying.
Yeah, so that side of it, okay, maybe Paramount gets it and it dies a little faster. Okay, but the reality is, if you care about the theatrical experience, Paramount's your best option now. I mean, we're down now to 5 studios. I mean, MGM/Amazon, if you even want to count that now. We got Universal, Disney, Paramount, and well, I guess Netflix/Warner. And I don't want to live in that world. We're getting closer and closer to Demolition Man, where it's like Netflix won the franchise war, Taco
Exactly.
Bell won the franchise war.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not good news, but either
No.
way. But Paramount, at least there's a light that's not a train at the end of the tunnel.
And people have also brought up like it's going to there's already, not a lot of jobs in the industry. Well, this is going to cut down on those jobs significantly. So there's going to be fewer opportunities for people, and that's going to be an issue too.
A huge issue. I mean, you're talking probably millions of jobs over time. This is not good. It's not. And some people are like, well, Netflix said they might buy AMC theaters. I'm like, I see no business reason that they would do that.
Yeah. They're a streaming service.
Yeah.
Like that has got nothing to do with their business. If they had it their way, they would send nothing to the theater. Like you
why
said,
would they?
Yeah. Their whole revenue is based around you watching TV at home. And I just think too, I mean, you guys know all this, but those IPs that you mentioned, I feel like if Netflix got it, they'll just make shows instead of movies.
Probably.
You'll just watch 10 hours of the show instead of a 2-hour movie.
Exactly. And I mean, Netflix isn't the worst creatively. I'd hate to see Disney what they would do with some of the Warner stuff, but like I said again, I mean, it's just it sucks so bad, but and there's not a lot you can do to fight it. It's just I worry about that corporate sameness and slop. I just
and you hate how this is just me, but I feel like y'all see this too, like in retail business. Those big companies buy up the smaller companies. So then you just buy everything from like 5 different places. That's it, and what Netflix now has 300 million subscribers already. They're in the lead.
Oh, yeah.
Paramount Plus has about 80 million. So yeah, you're right, Dan. The theater is gone. Yeah, not gone, but that's definitely not gonna. It makes you wonder why they don't get together. I don't know how all that stuff works, but you would feel like the unions of writers and stuff like that would try to back more the theater and stuff. But
yeah.
Well, I know Christopher Nolan apparently went to Congress to like try and urge them to shoot this down because it would hurt the theater business significantly.
Huge blow. It doesn't kill it, but it's a massive blow. And some people are like, well, it'll just be more niche. And I'm like, well, depending where you're at, and maybe you're in New York or LA or something where you can go, but how many of us can go see a professional play? That's niche. So it's like you want it to not be available to 80-90% of the country. It's people really got to rage. It's not a done deal. There's a lot of powerful people that don't want this to happen. So I'm hopeful that at the bare minimum we'll get the next less crappy option with Paramount. But yeah, and you know what? Like once there's a monopoly, they'll set the price, they own everything, so you're gonna pay what they want you to pay. And I don't want that to happen. I would rather there be 100 different services running independently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're all glue.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
This was a depressing Christmas episode. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. But it seems to me like just a clear monopoly. And I mean, that's what antitrust is supposed to be about, that Congress would shoot. Clearly it's a monopoly that Netflix wants to create here. And, it should be it seems clear enough to me that Congress would shoot it down. But, I don't know.
It's hard to predict. I mean, I don't know what odds wise what to put on it. I mean, it's 95% certain it's going to either go to Paramount or Netflix. So,
Yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong, Dan, but I thought Netflix even said we don't even care about those networks. We just want the studio and the library.
The library.
Yeah.
Netflix is not going to run CNN.
Yeah, they could care less. Yeah, they're not
Mhm.
even interested in that.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, maybe there's some separate deal. I don't worry about that as much because, again, I think most people, unless you're like 70, don't watch a lot of cable news. That's just what's the average age now is like
if you're over a certain age.
70.
Yeah. I mean, that's true. I mean, I don't think anybody under 50 trusts any of the corporate news networks.
Yeah, irregardless. I mean, it's
irregardless.
Yeah. That's just where we're at. That's only going to get worse. Netflix, they're not stupid. They're not going to, dump money into something like that. I still have hope for theaters. I'm in a, suburb of a major city, so I know it's not the same everywhere, but people still go to my theater. People were at the movies today having a great time. They're trying. There's all this merch coming in. I showed the cool tin I got earlier for Silent Night, Deadly Night. There's t-shirts. They're trying.
Mm-hmm.
And if we lose that, I think we lose a part of what makes us human, quite honestly. I mean, the cinema is important.
I saw a great interview with who's the actor who played Shazam? I've seen him in other stuff. I can never think of his name though.
Yeah, I know you.
Yeah. But
nice guy. I can't think of his name.
Seems like it. Yeah, he said that people not going to theaters. The way he described it doesn't matter, what your politics are, what your religion is, what your sexuality is, all those things that are dividing us now.
Yeah.
You go to a movie, you're all just a group of people watching a movie, and you're either laughing with the movie, you're screaming, jumping with the movie, you're emotionally wrapped up. You're having this communal experience in a movie theater with people who are diverse, right?
Yeah.
And fewer people are going to the movies, so we're not getting that kind of experience, and that just made a lot of sense to me. Maybe I think there's something to that as to, why there is such a divide in the country.
We're doing a lot less communal events in general as a nation. But also, I was going to bring up is with WB, they have more than just movies. They have like Looney Tunes, cartoons, and things like that. They have like a video game section. They have a whole ton of stuff that nobody's talking about. All those jobs are gone now. All that media is going to be lost because of this kind of merger. And I don't know. It's becoming. And also, did you guys? I'm side tangent here. I don't know if it's true or not. I saw some stuff on X about it, Twitter. I'm called it's a better name for it. About Disney and other like companies like making contracts with like ChatGPT or AI stuff to like make AI things for their products.
Yeah,
and I'm like, it's just all becoming soulless and terrible.
Yeah. No, it's true. Yeah, like even
way to put it.
like I've saw a bunch of posts on social media about like WWE is exploring AI for their storylines.
It'd be terrible.
Yeah, I feel like you have to, because if a competitor or something like that, if that's available to you, you know, you want to produce something, and if you can, I hate to say this, like do it more efficiently, and you have that technology available. If you're a business, you're going to run stuff through there to produce, be more efficient. It'll be cheaper.
But the problem with
You
that
know.
is faster and cheaper is not better or or good. And
Oh, yeah,
you're gonna
yeah,
have
I'm
things
not-
coming out faster. I know you're not saying that, but I'm saying it's like you're gonna make this divide where you're gonna have people like, okay, I can watch 1,000 hours of some mindless bullshit, or I can watch 2 hours of something that's actually really good. And most people are going to start moving towards the better stuff in general. It's kind of like how I can get all the calories I need to live from instant meals, but it's not as tasty or as enjoyable as a meal prepared by somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And AI is so rampant on social media today, and some of it is so good. Like I don't trust anything I see on social media anymore now, because
Yeah,
because AI is like so advanced now. Like it's crazy, some of the things I've seen that look real, that are created with artificial intelligence.
Mhm.
You know, somewhere John Connor is crying. John Connor
Yeah.
is there's we're gonna in the future when AI takes over. Do you remember the commercials with like the Native American guy who turns around?
Oh, it's tiered it. Yeah.
It'll be
70s.
John Connor who like John Connor will see there'll be the hellscape of the the ruined city with all the Terminators walking around, and John Connor will turn around and look at the camera, and a tear will roll down his
If they're
scarred
gonna-
face.
If they could do like a John Connor like time travel commercial, you should have been gone like he time travels back the early 2000s, like Blockbuster. You need to fucking buy Netflix.
yeah. Oh man.
Yeah. I just I don't know. I'm holding out hope. Maybe I mean, Netflix, I don't see it not being as bad as we think it's going to be, but
Yeah.
I'm hopeful that somehow, some way, this won't go through, and if we can't have Warner just running independently, at least maybe a Paramount won't be as hostile towards theaters.
Well, look, we bail out all these banks. Let's bail out Warner Brothers, right?
With all the money we have.
Yeah. Let's bail them out. We'll bail out banks. Let's bail out Warner Brothers. But they have to make the Lost Boys sequel that we all have been waiting for.
That we'll all star in.
There you go. Yeah. That's rule number one. You got to make that sequel. Geez. Tony, thank you for the $4.99. What do you guys think really hurt the movie theater COVID-19 or the Warner Brothers HBO Max day and day release? Well, I think one's pretty much responsible for the other, really.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of the two, because of everything that took a nosedive with COVID-19. Only theaters is almost enough to recover. Everything else recovered is back to where it used to be. Theaters are not.
The people, because I've heard from tons of people that responded to that when it was happening. It's like, I like watching my stuff at home anyways. And I'm like, and I like, we get it fast anyways. And I'm like, well, what do you do when Netflix just decides that, these movies that we love, it's like, oh, they aren't getting a lot of clicks. We're just going to wipe them from the server.
Yeah.
Because that's what's going to happen.
That's what's going to happen. Because I mean, I think we've all. I mean, God knows I've gone on tangents about it. Like, you don't, if it's just on a streamer, you don't own it. If you've bought the digital code, you really don't own it. It's subject to censorship. It's subject to licensing agreements, or they could just pull it because they feel like pulling it, and it's gone. It could be potentially gone forever.
It's somebody else's hard drive it's stored on, so it's be deleted from there. as well as they can alter it anytime, or even add in a random commercial into it. It's like, oh hey, buy sugar bomb pops or some shit like in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Or AI the crap out of it. So now you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think that if Netflix bought it or that sale goes through, does Netflix still keep HBO Max like as a separate streaming service, or they just say
Nope.
Not for long, they won't.
they would just combine it and they'll say, okay, now Netflix is, I'm just going to make twice as much because now you get both of these services.
You will see a massive increase, irregardless, for Netflix next year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it'll be big.
I mean, their library is just through the roof. And Harry Potter, I mean, I'm not a Harry Potter fan, but you're right. Those IPs that they have are huge. Well, it would be huge.
And imagine only getting to see the mainstream stuff. I'm working on a region-free review of this movie, The Cat, from 1992. It is insane in the best possible way. That's not going to be on Netflix.
No.
That's something I would recommend to any one of you, even in the chat. It's so different and crazy. Like, you won't have any of that. I mean, I don't know if art's the word in every case, but you won't. It's such a unique, crazy vision. And, like I said, it's just going to be Transformers and, whatever superhero crap.
Would they get Game of Thrones too?
Yeah.
God, who has Game? Yeah.
Yeah, they would.
Wow. Yeah.
I mean, they would get so much. Their library would be massive.
Yeah. Scary.
Yeah. Very, very scary. Nico, thank you for the $10, sir. Just got in and chowing down, but deeply digging, hanging with you and the gang. Well, thank you very much, sir. Appreciate that. Thank you. Zachary Levi or Levy. That's his name. That's his name. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I don't know. It's dark times. Like, Netflix is really coming off like the evil, the cackling. They're like, they're in the tower petting the cat, going,
I mean, it's between them and Disney at this point. Who's more evil? So
yeah.
And too, something that this is, every company's got to start somewhere. But just to think where they started at, back in, I don't even remember when that was, 2002 or something like that.
No, it's like 2002, 2003. Yeah, they literally mail you this little fucking paper that has a DVD inside. It's like, how does that break or get scratched? Whatever, it's fine. Just mail you DVDs.
People would burn they would steal, they would burn the movie. They would send it back.
Yeah.
And now they're trying to buy something that's $84 billion. That's crazy.
Yeah. It all started with those little red envelopes with a DVD in it, But I was gonna mention that the box office was actually up this year from last year, even though like October was just the pits. So I think that, theaters have rebounded a little bit since COVID-19, but I think that die has been cast. I think a lot of people still, they just don't.
Is that just because of higher ticket prices? Like, is it a number? Like, how are the numbers read? Is it just profit, or is it just like people actually in theaters? Because every time I go to the theater, it's barely even filled. Like the one with the last one for the Whole Bloody Affair, half the theater is filled, and that's the most I've seen in my theater, at least that theater, in a while.
I mean, that's a good question. I'm not sure.
If I go to something really kind of indie and oddball, which it usually gets no advertising at all anymore, you don't see more than a handful. But again, I think it's just where you're located sometimes. Like, movies at the prime time are full. Not full, but getting the business. My AMC's by no means are dead. But yeah, support your local theater. If you do have AMC or Regal or one of the, I don't know if Carmike does anything, but get AMC A-List. It pays for itself. You see a couple movies a month and it more than pays for itself. support them any way you can. They have great merch. Alamo, if you're near one of those, they have
Alamo's
a new
great.
they have a new Godzilla popcorn bucket that is
Oh
awesome.
Yeah. I saw that in the last time I was at the Alamo. I already saw them in the theater to buy. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the theaters too, like they usually, I guess it's probably Tuesday or Wednesday. Movies are usually really cheap or cheaper if you go on a slower night.
Yeah. You know, I think they're taking steps in the right direction to bring in revenue other than just the concessions. You know what I mean? Which is smart. Which is what they should have been doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and improving the theater experience with more comfortable seats, with recliner seating. Like I've said this before a million times. Like our local theater, which is just a little mom and pop, no recliner seats. You know what I mean? Jeremy's like, no, that's like, but he wants to go. He wants to travel for the comfortable recliner. And I don't blame him. I mean, they're super comfy, but like, I'll have to talk and be like, oh, well, Bubba, let's just go here. We just don't have time. And they'd be like, oh, yes. But he's got that disappointment of like, no recliner seats, it's just not the same thing.
A theater near me, the one that I go to, they have a heater inside the seat.
Oh,
There's
wow.
Like a low, a medium, and a high. So,
Dang.
oh man, that is great. Because they're usually so cold in the theaters.
Yes, yeah. I forget one of the last movies I saw. I think it might have been Predator Badlands. Like they've got the AC. It's like November, and they're pumping the AC in there. I'm like freezing to death.
Yeah.
It's like, geez. But I think they're taking steps in the right direction.
They are.
Definitely. Do you guys think complaints over theater prices are overwrought? It's cheaper than pretty much any other ticketed experience. Well, I think ticketed experiences just overall are ridiculously priced these days. I was looking at concert tickets earlier this year, and even I remember going to, getting decent seats at like concerts, 10 years ago, and like, oh, that's not that bad. But like even like nosebleeds at this concert I was looking at was crazy.
I think I was gonna say, it depends on what you're going to see, because most of the bands I see are like $20 or $30 a ticket. It's tiny little hipster shit. In fact, I'm going to a concert in March. It's supposed to have paid for a ticket. It's like $100, and it's almost like lower mezzanine row, like center row A kind of shit. Like it's super close to the stage, only $100. I'm still like, okay, I'm this hipster kid, but
Okay.
This depends what you're going to see, I guess.
Well, I'm not into that hipster stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a Swiftie. Okay. And she ain't cheap.
True.
Okay.
That's why you spend $30 to go see her 45-minute little movie at theaters.
I mean, concerts, Pugs at Flesh Wound, he has contacts, so he'll get certain things a little cheaper, but he'll be going to see some of these big acts, and I'm like, how much does that run you? Is like, well, like $1,200 normally, but I'm getting the discount, and I'm like, my God, I don't think I want to see anybody that bad at a concert.
No.
And I mean, WWE tickets.
Oh yes,
I'm out of the market. I'll go to indie shows. I'm not paying that.
Yeah, even for the nosebleeds at a WWE event is insane. Like how can they? I don't know how.
There's nothing cheap. I mean, movies are not that bad. There's nothing cheap anymore. I mean, that's just the shitty reality of the economy. But theaters aren't the worst. And invest if you can in A-list. I know it's harder when you got a family. I'm a single guy, but still, there's something special about that. I remember seeing movies when I was 4 years old with my dad. Those are special memories, and I don't know where those memories are going to come for people that are children now growing up. What do you do? What do you?
It's watching the new movie with mom and dad like this on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Everybody doing something totally different, not paying attention to each other.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be too quick. Even somebody out there that doesn't like going to the theaters, don't be too quick to give up on it. You're losing more than you think you are.
I actually, I mean, I think the prices of everything has just gone up so high that now you look at movie tickets and you're like, okay, it's not that bad anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, like the last few times I've gone to the theater with Jeremy, and yeah, everybody knows this, the concessions are how the theaters make money. The theaters don't make money from a movie until like the third week, the fourth week that they're there. Yeah, if the movie lasts that long, you know what I mean? So yeah, concessions are expensive, but that's how they make their money. And I like going to matinees. They're a little cheaper, but I like going earlier in the day, getting in and out. And yeah, so I think the price is definitely something that turns people away. I think having to travel turns people away. If you're you got kids, you're talking about, you could walk away from a movie spending a lot of money, and if the movie sucks, it's insult to injury. You know what I mean? And who was it that was complaining? I've complained about this too. You go to the theater and like people are just so disrespectful these days. They're on TikTok. They're shooting a TikTok video in the movie. Hey, what's up, gang? This movie sucks. You know what I mean? Like, or people are just
that's when you should just be allowed to smash their phone.
Yeah. So the theater experience from when I was a kid, like it was like I remember watching Scream 3 in the theater. And like that was such an interactive experience. Like everybody was, reacting and laughing or jumping or doing whatever. But it wasn't like everybody was into the movie. Like nobody was doing their own thing. Nobody was being disrespectful. It was a great communal experience. I don't know if I've not had that experience in a long time with a movie. Even the good ones. It's like some people are kind of into it. Some people are not, like some, people are asleep or people are on their phones or people are having conversations between each other, or you have the one person who's like, well, what happened? Well, that guy shot that guy. Oh, which guy? The guy with the beard. Oh, okay.
The guy who just got his brains blown out. That's who he shot.
Yeah.
Or somebody shows up on the screen. Is that a good guy? Like, just give it time. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Are you not watching this movie? Yeah, it's like,
it's a Jason Statham movie. It's not that complicated.
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think there's other complications with the theater experience that people that turn people away from the theater experience. It's not just the price anymore. So.
Yeah, I feel like too, just with the times, there's so much more avenues to get a new movie, or a distraction or gaming or whatever. I mean, I can't speak for y'all, but, going to the movies back in the day, for me, that was a big deal. That was the only way you got to see this new release, or, the only way you got to see trailers was if you went to the movies, and it was like, oh, wow, they're making a movie about this. I got to go see that, or you would go with your high school friends and everybody would go as a group. I guess you could do that at someone's house and watch something.
But even like first dates though.
It was like an outing. It was like an event, not an event, but depending on the movie, I guess it could be an event. But
one of my favorite parts back in the day was seeing the trailers, seeing what's coming out next. Now you've got 45 minutes of trailers, and I think that's something else that turns people away too, is all the commercials and the trailers before the movie. But we've got a question here. Sam wants to know, Dan, do you know how this is going to affect AEW?
So they say that it won't, but I don't know. Like it's kind of dicey because it's like I said, the Netflix guy, it's like, well, we'll still honor like theater stuff. I'm like, yeah, sure, you might do that for about a year, before you just, it's just like TKO telling Vince McMahon he's going to still be in charge. Don't worry.
Exactly.
It's just
you'll be fine.
paperwork. We'll see how that goes once the ink dries. I feel like it might. I mean, because the reality is, it's just there's less and less. We're consolidating power, and soon, like, if you're a part of a couple of these corporations, you get whatever the hell you want. So if they want AEW gone, just a little word to the CEO, like, let's just, we don't need AEW. We'll bring back Velocity or Sunday Night Heat. You're good. You don't need them. I believe it will affect them, but I don't know. There's people smarter than me that say it won't, so we'll see.
We need Lorne on the panel to bring up the mood. So yeah, to kind of close out the Netflix Warner Brothers Paramount thing. It's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be interesting. I'm almost confident in thinking that Netflix is not going to get it. One way or the other, they'll get shot down. One way or the other, they'll get shot down. Hopefully Paramount will take it. And, again, what saddens me is like Warner Brothers being dead, because I have so many of my favorite movies are Warner Brothers movies. And now, and like, that's, to me, that's like of all the studios,
there's something around for like over a century.
I think it started in 1920 something in the 20s.
Over 100 years.
Yeah, over 100 years. And they just they blew it. They blew it. So it's sad that that they're not going to be around anymore. But I think now we have to consider their legacy and what's going to happen to that catalog with Netflix versus what's going to happen to it with Paramount. And I think with Paramount, it would be handled a little better.
Mm-hmm.
So
it almost feels like we're choosing what death we want. We're going to be hung or poisoned. It's like, well, they both kind of suck, but
yeah. Is there which is the least painful?
Exactly. Or I have a chance of survival for poisoning, maybe. If I don't know. It's just,
I'm fat. The hanging out, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Chris, I like how you break things down, man. That makes it easy for me to understand.
Sam says, I'm just living on Tubi.
Tubi's great.
Tubi's the best.
Too.
Tubi is the best. I'm telling you, Tubi is just so good.
It'll be a section on Netflix soon. You just jinxed it.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't Letterboxd getting into renting movies?
God,
Have
I don't
heard
use
that
Letterboxd, so I'm not sure.
I don't. I thought they launched something new about movies where they were maybe offering movies that you could watch on their. I don't know if they were trying to do a streaming service or what.
Hey, the more the merrier. Like I said, I'd rather there just be a bunch to choose from than this is your choice, like what we give you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. By the way, how many streaming services are you subscribed to, Swaggy?
3.
Okay. What about you?
Yeah, I do watch a lot. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Continue.
No, but I do. I mean, like, yeah, y'all mentioned Tubi. I watch Plex, Pluto TV. I got all those free ones. So,
what about you, Chris? How many are you subscribed to?
I'm trying to think here. Netflix, HBO Max. We do have like the combo deal for with Hulu and Disney Plus kind of stuff, because we had Disney Plus before, I got rid of it, and it's combo Hulu now. Like, all right, fine. And then we get Netflix free through some program we're a part of, so it's not really much. And Peacock.
Okay. What about you, Dan?
I get some through my cousin Dale. but yeah, probably like what 6, 7?
Mm.
Yeah, lot, but some I get through cable. So
Do you guys feel like you use them enough to get your subscription fees worth out of them?
I mean, Netflix is a weird one. There's a lot of good true crime stuff there, and they
Oh,
they
yeah.
do. Netflix is not all crap. I mean, there is good stuff on there, but
Mhm.
I mean, it's gonna jump to like probably 50, $60 and keep on climbing till it's at cable price. That's what I predict, and I don't think it's gonna be a long time till that
No.
happens,
No.
especially if they do get this.
No,
Yeah.
no, not at all.
The more you control, the easier it is. It's like this
Mhm.
is what you're gonna pay.
Mhm.
You don't like it, I guess. Well, your kids don't have to watch DC or Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings or Looney Tunes or I mean it's an insane list of stuff. So
Mhm.
no.
What about you, Chris? Do you spend enough time on there to get your money's worth out of them?
Not enough, because I do play a lot of games. So I have them just in case, like, hey, you're in the mood to watch something. Kind of like me and Sam just recently kind of picked up a lot of the new shows coming up. I never really stayed watching enough of them. So we kind of started, excuse me, started the new King of the Hill. Didn't get that far into it. Started the new Welcome to Derry. 2 episodes into that one's been pretty good so far. I like that one. And then started the new Stranger Things. It's like, okay. So it's kind of like different platforms for different shows, but it's all like, eh.
Yeah. What about you, Swaggy?
I mean, I feel like if you're a horror fan, you got to have Shudder.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
And,
yeah.
there's always something there to watch. Now, is it going to live up to something of, that's worth mentioning? That's a little bit different. Um, it comes and goes with me, because
Mhm.
I'll search the free ones first because I'm like, I've seen all this other stuff on
Mhm.
Amazon Prime, or they're not hitting me with anything new.
Mhm.
They'll release something, the new Hellraiser movie. Okay, now I got to get Hulu. I'll watch that. That's really good. But then you kind of go through their library and you're like, okay, I'm not even watching this anymore now.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I think just about everyone I do, aside from like Shudder, is like the one with the ads because it's a little bit cheaper at least. Because I
Mhm.
really don't like HBO Max. I have that. I get that through like my cell phone service. I get that, so I don't have to pay for that. But I have to do. I get the ads version free. But really, all I watch on there is the new It series. That's all I've really watched on there. Hulu, I've not. Which reminds me, I probably should just cancel Hulu because the only
Mhm.
reason I got it in the first place was for the Hellraiser thing. I don't
Mm.
think I've watched anything on there since, really. And that's coming to physical from Turbine, so I may try and get that. And
Is
then,
it? I hadn't heard
yeah,
that. Oh, awesome.
Turbine's putting that out on like I think 3 different media books and a steel book.
Oh, very cool. Very
Yeah.
cool.
So that's cool. So
I think
yeah.
I got Hulu whenever Prey came out. I think
Oh no, that was
that was
when
the
I
one
got
that I
Hulu
wanted to
originally.
watch. Yeah.
That was when I got Hulu originally. And then I canceled it shortly thereafter and I got it back again for Hellraiser and I've just not canceled it. So dude McMahon says, I work for a huge Fortune 50 corporation and they're pushing us to use AI to write test reports, meeting agendas, etc. to be more efficient. It's crazy.
Yeah. We're all going to be obsolete.
Mhm.
I got a question for y'all.
Sure.
If let's just say the technology, which it will advance, 10 years from now, they said, hey, we can put a computer chip in your head and you will become more like a machine. Your memory, you could basically never forget anything that happened to you. All this
Right.
stuff that you're interested in, it would store it in there. Would you do that?
I wouldn't be the first person to do it, that's for sure. But I mean, this is scary shit, but like okay, you don't do it. And it's like, well, we can't really hire you because
Right.
Yeah, somebody
Chris
else
over
will
there
do
is a
it.
Terminator and can do anything. So, like, what
It's
are
kind
you?
of like it's kind of like Gattaca.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's gonna be
Which-
like, you're gonna have a club foot, like, it's
Yeah.
to the.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, can't you already kind of like genetically modify like babies in womb already now? Can't you already?
No, if you're thinking of CRISPR, that's kind of we can use for altering genes. They haven't really altered babies yet, at least publicly. They haven't.
Okay.
If they have, I don't know. Maybe some like China or some of that may have done something stupid like that. I don't know, but there's no like information out there that have done it yet.
Okay. Not yet.
I just think, like, what if you could catalog every movie that you ever watched in that chip and put that in your head? Like that would be pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Then at that point, would it just become like the Matrix, where you just kind of like fed information and just feeding the machine as a source of energy?
Yeah. I want to read this book. Just
Right. Yeah.
and download it. That may not be as far off as you think it is, and that's also scary. Yeah, a lot of these movies now. I used to think Logan's Run. That was like the one I was like, that's gonna probably be close to what it's gonna be.
We're all going to carousel.
Yeah. It's just like 35. It's like you've outlived your usefulness. These sci-fi movies are wild now.
Also, like close. Logan's Run was also kind of weird, but the fact is, like, the love interest was like 16, 15. It's like, can you not movies?
Well, that was the era of Pretty Baby and stuff being made. So, yeah, there's just some weird shit in there. But a lot of these things now are not going to be science fiction for much longer.
No.
Yeah. Demolition Man's a weird one to watch now.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, actually, hold on. It just hit me just now. Demolition Man is becoming more prevalent because they had that radio station that played old commercials. Don't we listen to old commercials for the nostalgia factor these days? It's like, oh, I miss commercials. Remember this old commercial?
That's right.
But commercials were better back then.
Exactly. That's why I listened to the Armour hot dog stupid commercial on the radio.
Yeah, they listened to the jingles.
Exactly.
The commercials. Yeah.
I'm just scrolling through the chat here, seeing if anything jumps out at me.
Oh, also, I had a weird theory forever ago. The reason Taco Bell won the fast food wars is because they banned meat.
Yeah.
What was the? Isn't it Pizza Hut that won the European releases?
It was Pizza, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the same company now, so it's all fine.
Yeah. Oh man. Anything else you guys want to talk about tonight? Anything else?
Piz, there is something I want to ask you.
Sure.
At the end of Mutilator 2, okay, did the gentleman that made the movie, is there a reason why that movie ended so abruptly and like almost like with a blooper? Do you remember this? It's like Terry Kaiser is like laughing at the end, and it made me think. I was like, this doesn't seem like this fits the movie right.
I really don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. Yeah, that was a weird. It was kind of a weird ending. I don't know. I really don't know.
I want a prequel with your character, Piz. I want to see.
I've been
that led up to you in that movie.
I've been pitching that idea to Buddy, and he's just like, so I don't know.
Put it on Kickstarter.
Yeah, I think there's a story there. I really do. So I think that's a smart idea. Like, let's do the package deal. You get the movie ticket and you get like a combo for a certain price. You know what I mean? I think that would be like, you can get combos at the theater, all it's certain theaters already, but like, get the tickets, you get your, this, and this all under the same price. I think that's smart.
You earn a lot of points towards food with the AMC list, and it, when you subtract it, again, not the cheapest thing in the world, but it's certainly not the most expensive. And we all got to get out of the house. I mean, we're human. We got to go be around people sometime.
Yeah. I have Regal rewards, and like, you go to 2 or 3 movies, and like, you're good for a free drink or a free small popcorn. So yeah. Man, I have not kept up with the chat here at all. Anything else on your all's minds? Anything else you guys want to talk about?
What's on your guys' Christmas watch list now that we're getting down to the wire? We got a couple weeks. Horror, non-horror. Do you have anything that you usually sit down and watch with your family?
Me and Sam haven't watched anything yet Christmassy, but I want to try and watch something like this next week or so. So it'll be Santa's Sleigh, Scrooged, Muppet Family Christmas, or Christmas Carol, either one. I think several other kind of like movies I kind of really enjoy around this holiday time period.
Santa's Sleigh is so underrated. Like,
it's so fun.
It's so fun. It's such
so
a
fun.
good movie. Yeah.
It's not Christmas till you see Fran Drescher lit on fire.
Yeah, I know.
By Bill Goldberg. Yes.
Bill Goldberg.
I listen, I'm patting myself on the back here. I had a brilliant idea. This thing needs TerraVision, Vinegar, whoever, put this thing out on a special edition with a Bret Hart commentary.
Oh goodness.
That would be incredible.
So what about a sequel where Bret Hart is like a newer Santa and he's the best Santa there ever was?
Jack Frost.
Exactly.
Jack Frost.
Yes. Now that would be great.
It's gonna just start a rumor that like Goldberg is lovers with Rudolph or something. It's gonna do.
No, I want, like, you've got the evil Bill Goldberg Santa, and then you have his brother, the good. You've got Santa and Kris Kringle. Okay, Bret Hart is Kris Kringle. He's the good Santa versus the evil Goldberg Santa.
My pitch going back years now was like they need to do Santa's Sleigh 2 and have Ryback play Santa. You gotta tap into that.
But your Santa's Sleigh is so fun. Like, why do we not have a newer release than that old DVD that came out a million years ago? We need something new.
I heard a rumor that Santa's Sleigh's coming out through Lionsgate Limited, but I don't know for sure.
Okay.
So I thought I heard that, but I don't know. They are putting out some more in the weeds stuff. I know that much. So, I mean, you'll pay $35 for it, but
yeah. Listen, I'll gladly pay that for a Bret Hart commentary. You know what I mean? Just hear him for 90 minutes, just destroy not just the movie, but Goldberg's performance, That'd be brilliant.
It just brings up Vince out of nowhere.
It just brings up Vince out of nowhere. Yeah, yeah.
Vince McMahon is the Grinch.
We do need a new Limp Bizkit record. You're totally right there. We need a Limp Bizkit holiday record, I think.
Hey, maybe he can direct Santa's Sleigh too.
Oh, heck yeah. Santa's Sleigh. Oh, man. That would be cool. I'd be down for that. The 80s and all through the 90s, hitting the video store and theaters every weekend out of habit. Yeah. Yeah, those days feel long gone. Society is worse as a result. I agree. Yeah,
Gotta get out there together.
Got to get out there together. Yeah. I mean, we have suffered as a society without that. I totally agree.
Piz, I wanted to ask you because I didn't know you were watching it. What do you think of it? Welcome to Derry.
Well, like the last 2 episodes have been so good that they've made up for Like, I thought the first 4 episodes were just kind of meh, but like episode,
The Black Spot was the last one.
the Black Spot was the last one. That one was so good.
Yeah, that
Like,
was intense. Yeah.
That's just one of the best Pennywise things I've ever seen. Like, so freaking good. And the episode before that was good, but like this episode was incredible. I thought like that it was really, really good. And the finale, which I think is supposed to be 2 hours long, looks to be pretty darn good too. And I don't foresee a happy ending either. So
they're not afraid of the rough emotional moments. I mean, Stranger Things kind of always wish, magic. It's gone. Welcome to Derry does have some rough scenes.
Welcome to Derry kills everybody, and they kill every. And that scene you're talking about, I was like, wow, this is actually like really well done. There's emotion here. It's impactful. Like, this is good, just storytelling. You know what I mean? And that whole thing, with the inferno inside and people running and screaming and being shot from outside or being burned alive, and then Pennywise just shows up and now he's just feasting on people, and then like the Halloran, like all the he acknowledges the dead people, so now they all see him and they're all behind Pennywise. Like, oh my god, there was so many like just great imagery in that one too, I thought. Yeah. And the whole thing with the daughter, and we get the backstory with Bob Gray, and I was like, damn, this is a real this should have been a movie. Like, that episode should have been a movie.
Much better than It Chapter 2, I think.
That movie was so bad.
Leaps and bounds better than It Chapter 2. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, that was such a great episode. Really, really great. I'm trying not to get my my hopes up too much for the last episode, because I got my hopes up, I think, too high for It Chapter 2, and then of course that was a horrible experience. But the last episode looks like it's going to be pretty epic, so I'm excited. But and Bill Skarsgård is just so good. Like, my god,
he is a great actor. Like, I mean, again, sometimes his decisions, Crow remake and stuff like that, he hasn't had the greatest year, but he is a fantastic and very diverse actor.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, I think if he can get like physical with the role, like with Pennywise, he just really shines, and like he's just got that character down. He's evil, yet at the same time he's like he's a little kooky and funny, and he just does it so well.
Do I have face on my face?
I have face on my face? Yeah. Or like, he's like, I'm Pennywise, your dancing daddy. He's like, he's inside. He's reaching out for you now. Good stuff. Netflix is the devil. It is.
Bob Boucher.
No. He needs to.
Yeah, Shudder is good, and Shudder is still a good value. A lot of the streaming services, I don't know if I'd say they're a good value, but Shudder is still a good value.
There's a lot on there, and I mean, I get to see a lot of these movies where I'm at, in Atlanta in the theater. But if you're in a more rural area where you're not getting some of the limited release stuff, like, God, Shudder's got some of the best movies of the year that filter into that channel. So I mean, what is it, like $6 now? I think it went up $1 or something, but that's a great value for what you get.
And you get a lot of lesser known stuff that's that's good. So it's not just like the big franchises or whatever. You get a lot of obscure gems on there too, and a lot of foreign stuff, which is,
I was going to say, the foreign stuff is really good.
Punisher Batman fans looking forward to that SNDN review, Dan. I'm guessing that's going to be on the next Flesh Wound.
That is right after I'm done here.
So, okay. Sweet. I think a lot of people probably do that. Big Smells, they get that free month and then they bounce because all those streamers are hoping you'll just forget. You know,
A lot of people do.
they do. Let's see what else is going on in the chat. Yes, yeah. If you're liking the stream, please hit the like button. We've got Orc here with us tonight. What's up, Orc? How are you? Hope you're having a good holiday season.
Have you experienced Elf in the Hood yet? That was like,
yeah, I started watching that. I got about 30 minutes into it and I had to stop it to take care of some business. I've not gone back yet, but like, yeah, that was
the elf has a Glock.
The elf, yes, the elf has a Glock. The elf is very you know, he's in the hood. He's in the hood. What I mean? He don't play no games. He's about business. He stands on business. Yeah. I liked Eddington. I thought that was
masterpiece. I love Eddington.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's a great one. I have not tried the seat. I want to get out and do that with Jeremy. We just haven't had time. But yeah, I think I've heard good things about those. Let's settle this debate. Is Home Alone 2 really better than the original? I always hear 2 is the best, but I prefer the OG.
I'd go OG, but it's a good sequel.
Yeah, good sequel.
It's a good sequel, but it is kind of like, hey, remember the first movie? A little bit too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to go the original there.
Yeah.
That's the one that I remember the most.
Here's Cliff with his obligatory obligatory Fairuza hatred. Yeah. Jeez.
Beautiful woman, Cliff.
Beautiful lady. I'm sure she's a very nice lady too.
You killed his shot at a bloodstream forever with Fairuza, with your hate.
I was like, Cliff's just being our Tarantino of the chat. Just hating on random people, no reason.
Exactly. Yes. Cliff is the Quentin Tarantino of the YouTube chat space. What's up, Manny? How you doing, man? Hope you're having a good holiday season.
Dan, will you be going to the Day of the Dead convention in February in Atlanta?
I'm not totally sure. I think Stone might be going, so I might try and get there for a day. It's tough because now being in the wrestling business, there's a lot of money that goes into that, but I might try for a day if I can.
I saw that y'all know these guys. Is it Dead Pit Radio?
Oh yeah, love Dead Pit.
So they have been talking a little bit about Danielle Harris.
Yeah, there's a beef there.
Right. Yeah. Well, I looked up at Day of the Dead. Danielle Harris will be there, and Compton. Yeah, both of them are going to be there.
They will not be. They will not be seated near each other. They will not be seated near each other.
I haven't watched it yet. Didn't they do a video reading off their like hate?
Yeah, I saw that.
I watched that. That was hilarious. Yeah, that was hilarious.
I feel like they were a little more gentle than they would have been like 15 years ago. Which I think
they have matured. Yes, they have softened in their old age
a little bit.
Yeah. But oh man. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to. I mean, they did a podcast for a long time together. They probably they were running out of ideas. You can only. I mean, come on. Even Dead Pit at one point they kind of got burned out on it and they went away for a long time. So maybe Danielle and Scout will go away and they'll come back and it'll be better than ever.
They'll join Dead Pit.
Maybe exactly. Yeah, maybe they'll join Dead Pit. Yeah, that would be funny.
I mean, if Bret Hart can return to WWE, anything's possible.
You're just gonna have the Dead Pit site, and it's just they're hugging.
Yeah.
Yeah. like CK's hugging Danielle and and Uncle Bill's all hugged up with Scott Taylor Compton.
Scouts just on his shoulders, or just having a good old time.
Oh, jeez.
Do you plan on going to that in February?
Where is it in Atlanta?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm definitely doing Full Moon again. Definitely doing FrankenCon at this point, and then like everything else is kind of up in the air.
I've never done FrankenCon. I've heard good things.
It's an old school. It feels like an old school convention.
That's good.
Yeah, they keep it old school. That's what I like about that one.
Yeah, I'll definitely be at Full Moon.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't announced any guests yet, but hopefully soon.
Yeah, hopefully soon. Yeah. Well, let's wrap things up here. I think we've had a very in-depth conversation about the Netflix, Warner Brothers, Paramount battle, and
for the soul of humanity,
and the soul of cinema. So, Swaggy, where can we find you on social media, good sir?
You can find me on Instagram, and it's John's Cool World.
John's Cool World.
Thanks for having me on, Piz. I appreciate it.
Always a pleasure, sir. Chris, where can we find you?
Mainly on X at Bonus Pretzel.
Dan, where can we find you, sir?
Flesh Wound Features here on YouTube, or Visited by Voices Network here on YouTube, and several other places. I'll be doing a show on Silent Night, Deadly Night in about a half hour, so come say hi.
Very nice. I have mark your calendars for December 22nd. That's going to be our Christmas stream. Jeremy is excited for that. So mark December 22nd, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you guys missed my Bloodstream with Silent Night, Deadly Night director Mike P. Nelson, go check that out. That was a lot of fun. He even dished a little bit of news on the Jason universe, and he seemed very once I brought that up, he just sort of got very excited. Big smile came across his face. So he seems enthusiastic that the ball's rolling, and it's rolling pretty quick. And that,
was he activated?
He was activated. He was activated. So I don't know. We'll see what happens there. But we had a great time speaking with him. So if you missed that stream, go and check it out. But lots of more holiday fun coming on my channel here as we wind down December. But big shout out to Nico. Thank you for the $10 super chat, and Tony Movie Chappie, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Appreciate you guys. Let's see who's still with us here in the chat. I'm sorry, Dead Zone. Orc, thank you for hanging out with us. Sean, thank you for being here, sir. Ghost, too bad Ghost couldn't be with us tonight, but he was kicking it out in the chat. El Chewy Gringo, Scratch Burno. Have I watched Ebony and Ivory yet? New film from the... Oh, God, no. No. I see Greasy Strangler. I just say no. Let's see here. We had Boogie Manny. Boogie Manny, thank you for being here, sir. Views Parallax, thank you for being here. Even though Cliff, it's the holiday season. I'm going to thank you for being here too. So, Richard Stange, thank you very much. Punisher Batman fan, thank you for being here, sir. Let's see. Rick M was here hanging out with us. Let's see who else. Movie Eddie, thank you for hanging out with us, sir. Jimmy Z. Thank you, PK Broylesworth. Appreciate it. And thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate it. And thank you guys for being patrons. Very kind of you. And you guys have a great rest of your holiday season. And we'll see you again very, very soon. Take care. Peace.